from Morrison Market in the heart of the Rose City, Pandemonium Pro Wrestling comes to Portland, Oregon for the first time. This is Dismantling Summer. My name is Jordan Castle here on the call with Dolly Durkin. Ring announcer Diana Sandoval, rounding out our broadcasting team here tonight. And Dolly, this event so massive, so stacked, that it's getting officially kicked off with the Pandemonium Pro Wrestling Championship up for grabs.
What a bright start to this card, Jordan.
Yeah, talk about bright.
Look at that gear.
I know you're a gear maker in your own right, Dolly, as I'm sure we'll touch on several times this evening, but the flashy colors, the loudness, the garishness on the tights of one BK Westbrook, well, they could not be more apropos because the aptly named Super Stud, big fan of himself, Miss Durkin.
That is quite apparent by the strut coming in those tights on that entrance.
Makes his Pandemonium Pro Wrestling debut here tonight. Will settle for nothing less than the best. He wants the champion, and he wants to walk away tonight. BK 4 belts.
His opponent, the champion.
Dolly, as you know, against this woman, much easier said than done.
Absolutely. Here she comes, the Tower of Power.
Dolly, as if this reaction wasn't evidence enough, talk to us a little bit about how much the hometown girl Amira means to these people, her people, in Portland, Oregon.
She is Portland's girl. Portland loves Amira.
BK
Possibly.
Westbrook, excuse me, BK Westbrook yelling at us, telling us that we need to tell all the people at home that he's the new champion, he's the uncrowned champion, it's only a matter of time.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, we will.
And there
he
you see
snatches
it.
it right out the gate from referee Bradley.
Let me ask you,
Slippery
Dolly.
fingers.
Let me ask you, Dolly. Butterfingers BK indeed. Do you think there's any part of the Super Stud that's maybe underestimating Amira here tonight?
I have seen many a man underestimate Amira.
And how is it fair for them?
Rarely does it fare well for them. As you can hear from the chant of the crowd.
Amira, with her second defense of the Pandemonium Pro Wrestling Championship since winning the vacant title in Los Angeles earlier this year against JT Thorne, Jaya Jewel, and Adrian Quest. And despite the cocky words from BK Westbrook, wants nothing to do with the champion here in the early going.
Pretty timid to get into it with Amira. This one.
I mean, listen, BK can jaw-jack and pontificate all he wants, right? But at the end of the day, he's not stupid. He knows what Amira is capable of. He knows what she means to these people. He's seen what she's done in her time as Pandemonium Pro Champion. Short though it may be, but what a range she's had.
It's hard to miss.
Title previously held by the likes of Speedball Mike Bailey. Amira carrying that torch into a new era.
And she's been known to collect a belt or two.
But as you know, Dolly, and as we've seen time and time again, both here in Pandemonium Pro and beyond, it's one thing to win a championship belt. It's another thing entirely to keep a championship belt. BK, careful not to keep his shoulders down. As they say, as the old adage goes, the work starts now, Dolly.
Absolutely. And he pops right out of that ring.
Again, for someone who's so confident, for someone who says it's only a matter of time that he, the uncrowned champion, holds that title, BK very, very ginger here.
Yeah. Throwing up a call for a timeout.
What is it the people are chanting there, Dolly?
chicken shit?
Oh, whoa, whoa! I believe so.
Can't say I disagree.
Chirping chop to the chest. I don't think Amira does either. You know, speaking of the backstage area earlier on tonight with one Ocean Avery, who we'll see in competition later on tonight. A massive behemoth of a man, and even Ocean admitting to me that Amira, one of the hardest hitters he's ever been in a ring with.
I have seen her paw prints on many a chest, I can tell you that much, Jordan.
You can see BK's already starting to form. Some welts, but Amira's gonna add a few if he keeps up this cavalier attitude. What do you make of the overconfidence of one BK Westbrook here?
I mean, I think it could get in his way. He's eager to head home with some new hardware, but he may just head home with some new markings.
Well, markings to be sure, but hoping to become BK 4 belts. Amira, again, not gonna give it to him easily with a series of arm drags, but third time not the charm.
By the hair.
Again, that's where BK has the advantage. He is willing to take those low roads. Amira go round! Sending him to the corner here, Dolly, and we know what comes next. Big time splash.
Big splash.
European uppercut, and Dolly, the people in Portland know what's next on the menu.
She's gonna... throws herself into that cannonball.
Amira all fired up here tonight. Into the cover. Of course, defended her championship for the first time successfully back in Vegas at Whatever Forever against Janai Kai, fellow Lodestoner, and Saya Ida.
That's right.
Of Stardom Women's Wrestling. But BK Westbrook, for better or worse, a different type of tiger entirely, Dolly. Case in point.
Threw that elbow right to the face.
Up and over goes Amira. Sent to the apron. Blocked. Right to the mush. Those movie star good looks. Oh my God, talk about right to the mush. Amira sent to the outside. And the tide may have turned in this one, Dolly.
Lost Amira. She's still on the outside.
Ugly, ugly landing here on the hard cement floor. There is no padding.
There's no padding here at Morrison Market.
You might ask, why is BK not content to just take a count-out victory? He knows champion's advantage at play. He might win the match with a count-out. He cannot win the championship with a count-out, Dolly.
Gotcha. He's got to get her back in there.
And he does. He's got to be careful. He doesn't let the support for Amira and the lack thereof for himself get in his head or deter the super stud.
It seems like he's got quite the big head, though, that might take a little bit of work to get into.
I asked him earlier on tonight, I said, what does it mean to be a super stud? He says, it means I'm a baller. I'm here to stunt on anyone and everyone. Yeah, I'm a loudmouth. Yeah, I have an ego because I can back it up.
Right there.
Let me ask you, Dolly, do you think he's spending too much time jaw-jacking with the Pandemonium faithful as opposed to keeping fight on the champion?
I think he certainly is. That's where Amira could certainly come up with the advantage. She stays focused. You see it in and out of the ring. The way she trains, she stays on track.
And here it is, looking to take advantage with a roll-up, shoulders down. No. One of the most disciplined wrestlers you'll ever find. One of the hardest workers in this game today. Staggers BK on the ropes. But Westbrook meets her with a backbreaker. Gnarly impact there, Dolly, into the cover. No.
She comes.
You know, whenever championship gold is on the line, it's always a must-win situation here in Pandemonium Pro Wrestling. But especially for Amira, defending for the first time in her native Rose City, it's got to mean the world to her, Dolly.
Absolutely, it does.
Variation like camel clutch. You know what? BK raking at the nose and the mouth of the Tower of Power. Here, a firing
That's
back.
another paw print for him.
Staggering BK, but he's not going down yet.
Oh,
no,
no.
caught in the
Oh, no.
sleeper hold. There's the ring awareness of BK Westbrook. Love him or hate him, a student of the game, a true cerebral
This could
wrestler.
be it.
Yeah, it's one thing to beat Amira. Imagine submitting Amira here in her
Oh, my
hometown.
goodness.
She's not going to let it happen. Not with these
She
people
can't.
on her side, no. It's going to take a lot more than that to put away the Pandemonium Pro Champion, who's looking to return the favor, I believe, Donna.
Wow. And right back. Oh,
Jockeying for position here, and a suplex may not have been pretty, but certainly was effective, dumping BK on his spine. And this a real stalemate here, Dolly. You have to think whichever of these two is able to get back up to a vertical base first. It seems to be
It was
BK
him.
would have the advantage here. But Amira not letting him stay on her, not deterred here.
no. You mentioned Amira's discipline earlier, and I've heard a lot of folks talk about the distinction between discipline and motivation. And discipline will win over motivation every day.
No, I would argue that Amira has both discipline and motivation alike.
I would agree. And just,
Big time crossbody into the cover, but it's not enough.
brother.
Oh, Amira, beaten and battered though she may be, she is not defeated yet. Looking to show
There
off
she
the
goes.
strength.
Oh,
And as powerful as Amira is, Dolly, the farther on you get into a match, the more damage challenger BK Westbrook has done, the harder and harder it's going to be to showcase the power, and Westbrook going to take advantage with that lariat. Could be looking at a new champion here. No. And if that power is indeed neutralized, what does Amira have to do to bounce back?
you know, I have seen her before drop into this place that is damn near otherworldly.
She's going to need it here. BK signaling for a new champion to be crowned. Looking to pop her up, and Amira with a reversal into a DDT. Got the challenger on spaghetti legs here, Dolly.
She's not down yet, though.
German suplex cover. No. What is it going to take, Dolly Durkin?
This crowd is going to fire her up. She is locking in. She has not given up. Climbing up top.
Saw the crossbody moments ago. Maybe looking to go for it one more time, but crotch. I'm not sure if BK even intended to do that. Maybe a happy accident for the superstar.
Lucky man.
Tower of London. Flipping the bird in the process, and now heading to the top. No doubt thinking that elbow drop, Dolly. Oh, good night. We got a new champion. No! Amira somehow with the wherewithal to get that shoulder
She
up.
got right out of there. I didn't want to believe it, but I was going there with you, Jordan.
We talk about the power of Amira getting shaken here. Oh, BK Westbrook has got to be careful. Bradley. Taste of his own medicine, and Amira nearly with the. I mean, can you blame Bradley?
I mean,
turnabout fair play here.
that is a fair point, Jordan. And
BK Westbrook lucky he didn't get himself disqualified here, but the match still very much in progress, Dolly. Oh, a handful of hair.
Boy,
And Amira with a basement drop kick.
beautiful.
She's exhausted,
She is
though.
beat.
Does she have enough to get him up for that world's strongest slam? We know that's a game ender for Amira.
He's slipping away from her.
Since the opening bell, BK Westbrook has done everything to keep his distance. And it may pay off for him here, Dolly.
For all that yapping, he has changed his tune just a bit. He seems much more focused.
Super kick, hook of the leg to win the gold, though. In just our first official matchup tonight, the champion showing something special. What the hell is BK doing near us?
He's looking for the belt. He's yelling about the belt. He's trying to find the belt.
Looking for the Pandemonium Pro Wrestling Championship. What the? Wasting precious time here. Well, again, we hear it again. This will be mine anyways. This assumption that he's going to be the champ. You know, he told me earlier on tonight that he takes umbrage with Pandemonium announcing future title defenses for Amira. He says those are his.
Oh, boy. And here we have motivation over discipline. He's motivated to chase this belt outside of the ring, not disciplined enough to stay in the...
From behind in the ring, Amira with the roll-up should have already won the match, but BK gets the shoulder up. What was that, a 7 count?
At least.
An 8 count? And now BK Westbrook gonna steal it. No. Budokan! Shades of the legendary Asha Kong for the win! Amira retains. Dolly, you said it best yourself, my friend. Motivation over discipline. Discipline wins every time.
You betcha. Some mornings you wake up and you are not motivated to do the work. You've got to lock into that discipline.
Amira heads towards our Arizona debut this upcoming September. Still your Pandemonium Pro Wrestling Champion.
Atta girl.